Jurassic World Chaos Theory has been renewed for a third season and is coming in 2025. Welcome back to Jurassic Outpost. Let's check out the details and the new synopsis. We knew it was coming, but What's on Netflix have officially confirmed that Jurassic World's animated show Chaos Theory, the sequel series to Camp Cretaceous, has officially been renewed at Netflix for a third season. Let's check out the article. Chaos Theory loves to leave us on a cliffhanger and leaves us with even more questions that need to be answered in Season 3. Thankfully, we'll get our questions answered in 2025, with the streamer confirming a new batch of episodes are on the way. Set 6 years after the events of Camp Cretaceous, the New Blast 6 are known worldwide and are trying to move on with their lives. But after Brooklyn's death and the suspicious circumstances surrounding her death, the remaining members of the New Blast 6 find themselves in grave danger. Beyond the confirmation we've received that the show is returning, details about exactly when the show will return are still slim. We do have an updated synopsis. The New Blast 5 crash land into adventure as they encounter old and new friends, face off against even more lethal dino threats, and deal with the fallout of Brooklyn's stunning rejection of them. All the while, Brooklyn's inner turmoil continues to grow as she is drawn deeper into the broker's criminal web of dinosaur trafficking and espionage. The streamer also confirmed the returning voice cast: Paul Michael-Williams as Darius, Sean Giambroni as Ben, Darren Barnett as Kenji, Rainy Rodriguez as Sammy, Qasur Muhammad as Yasmina, and Kirsten Kelly as Brooklyn. You might be wondering who What's on Netflix are. It's a website that began in 2013 and they are not officially affiliated with Netflix but clearly have contacts with the streaming service, which provides them with certain information. Again, not an official Netflix outlet, but one that's very reputable and hasn't been wrong before. Certainly a reliable source, we can confirm. Anyway, the third season renewal is great news for those anticipating the next Chaos Theory adventure. The first season of the show dropped on Netflix in May of 2024, the second season following 5 months later in October. Following that release schedule, we can anticipate a third season as early as March 2025. We speculated as much in our last video about Season 3, but it is great for Chaos Theory fans to finally hear an official confirmation. The new synopsis does not reveal much, of course, but gives a few hints at the story. The New Blast 5 crash land into adventure as they encounter old and new friends, face off against even more lethal dinosaur threats, and deal with the fallout of Brooklyn's stunning rejection of them. Brooklyn's inner turmoil continues to grow as she is drawn deeper into the broker's criminal web of dinosaur trafficking and espionage. The broker, Soyona Santos, returns in Season 3 with Brooklyn in tow, and the big question is, where are they headed on that private jet? We first met the character of Soyona Santos in Dominion, the character introduced to us in Malta, having a large presence at that dinosaur black market. This setting would be ideal for the animated world. We could explore more of the black market and the world during the time of Jurassic World Dominion. The ex-campers could navigate through the various prehistoric creatures and their handlers while trying to locate Brooklyn and Soyona. Chaos Theory has elevated the locations with each season so far, taking us away from the islands, the typical location of the Camp Cretaceous series, and onto the mainland, dealing with the reality of dinosaurs in our world. This concept, this story, could be easily continued in Malta with everything we saw happening there, and provides yet another diverse location for the New Blast 5 to contend with. But we might not be going to Malta after all. While I do think this location provides a fantastic setting for Chaos Theory, Season 2 showed us that Soyona, the broker, was conducting some of her work in Africa. She had the underground lab where dinosaurs were being cloned, so it's safe to assume Soyona has a presence in locations all over the world. She was in Dubai, she was in Senegal, we saw her in Malta in Dominion, and she knows Lewis Dodgson to some degree.
Can you take care of it?
Not for free.
We'll do it.
Soyona and the nature of her work takes her all over the world, which certainly opens up the location possibilities for the third season. If the Mattel toy lines are anything to go by, it looks like we could be heading to Biosyn Valley. With Soyona having recently made the deal with Biosyn and Dodgson, her plane could be taking them directly to Biosyn headquarters, which is located in the Dolomites. This location was introduced in Dominion also and showed us an incredibly large research and dinosaur containment facility located in a very large valley in the Dolomite Mountains in Italy. At the end of Dominion, this location, of course, as you saw, was pretty much destroyed, but Season 3 will take place prior to these events, likely tying in directly, even parallel to the events that we saw. An upcoming Chaos Theory dinosaur from Mattel was the Therizinosaurus, a dinosaur also introduced in Dominion and located inside the Biosyn Valley, but this Mattel version has fresh colors and a fresh paint deco. Could this be a hint at what's to come? If the Nublar 6 all somehow make it to this location, we know there are plenty of dinosaurs from Dominion that could make an on-screen return, and this location is large enough to provide some really thrilling action sequences across the 3rd season. Not only that, Lewis Dodgson himself could make an animated return. The character was introduced in Camp Cretaceous, having visited Isla Nublar to make a deal with the Khan family, and while that may not have worked out, we see Dodgson in Dominion in charge of a very large empire of dinosaurs. Soyona could be heading to his headquarters to meet with him, meaning that Brooklyn will meet him too. And if the Nublar 5 continue to follow Brooklyn, well, let's just say this is going to be one wild season. There are plenty of locations and characters for the 3rd season to reintroduce in the animated world, and I do honestly think that we could be seeing either Malta's Black Market or Biosyn headquarters, or perhaps both of these locations will feature. Season 1, as you know, was a road trip taking us to many locations across the USA and never stopping in one place for very long. Season 2 remained mostly in Senegal, but we moved upriver consistently and visited a number of locations here, not forgetting the large underground facility. Season 3 could expand on this, introducing both the Biosyn headquarters, Malta's Black Market, and maybe even somewhere else.
We're not leaving without you.
I'm not the same Brooklyn you knew. I have a job to finish.
Where would you like the 3rd season to take us, and what are you most excited to see? Where do you think the Broker's jet departed for at the end of the last season? Share those thoughts and any else that you might have in the comments down below.